How prepared are you for an emergency situation? It's a question that can catch many of us off guard, but it's an important one. Emergency preparedness is a topic that we all need to consider, no matter where we live or what our circumstances. It's about being ready to navigate any situation that life throws at us. The Red Cross, an organization with a wealth of knowledge and experience in disaster response, has highlighted 5 specific items that they believe everyone should have stockpiled. These are essentials, not luxuries. They are items that could make the difference between a manageable situation and a crisis. They are the things we often take for granted until we realize too late that we need them. So, what are these 5 items that could potentially save your life? Stay tuned as we're about to delve into each one, explaining not just what they are, but why they are so important. Let's get into what these 5 items are and why they are so important. The first item on the list is water. Water, the essence of life, is a critical component of any survival plan. It's not just about quenching thirst, but water plays a vital role in maintaining the overall health and well-being of a person. In emergency situations, having access to clean, safe drinking water can mean the difference between life and death. Let's talk about hydration first. The human body is roughly 60% water. It's crucial for all bodily functions, including regulating body temperature and removing waste. Without water, a person can only survive for about 3 days, so staying hydrated is paramount. Next, let's consider the role of water in cooking. In a survival situation, you may need to prepare food items that require water, such as rice, pasta, or dehydrated meals. Without water, your food options become severely limited. Remember, a balanced diet is just as important for survival as staying hydrated. Additionally, water is essential for sanitation. In a crisis, maintaining personal hygiene and cleanliness can prevent the spread of diseases. Water is needed for washing hands, cleaning cooking utensils, and maintaining sanitary living conditions. So, how much water should you have stored for an emergency? The general rule of thumb is to store at least 1 gallon of water per person per day. This amount should cover both drinking and sanitation needs. However, keep in mind that individual needs may vary depending on age, physical condition, activity levels, and climate. In a perfect world, you'd have a 2-week supply of water for each person in your household. But if space or resources are limited, aim for a minimum 3-day supply. It's also wise to have multiple methods for purifying water. Consider investing in filtration systems or purification tablets. Boiling is also an effective method, although it requires a heat source and fuel. In conclusion, water is more than just a thirst quencher. It's a lifesaver, a meal maker, and a disease preventer. Never underestimate the importance of having enough water stored for emergencies. The second item you need to have is a comprehensive first aid kit. This isn't just your standard run-of-the-mill case of Band-Aids and gauze. A well-stocked first aid kit is a vital resource in any emergency situation, whether it's a natural disaster, an accident, or a health crisis. First, let's talk about the basics. You'll need bandages in various sizes, from small adhesive bandages for minor cuts and scrapes to larger, sterile dressings for more serious wounds. Antiseptic wipes or solution are crucial for cleaning those wounds and preventing infection, and tweezers can be a lifesaver for removing debris or splinters. But a good first aid kit goes beyond these essentials. Consider including a digital thermometer to monitor body temperature, especially in a scenario where fever could be a sign of infection. A pair of medical scissors can be handy for cutting tape or clothing, while medical gloves are a must to maintain hygiene and protect both the caregiver and the patient. Then there's medication. Over-the-counter pain relievers, antihistamines for allergic reactions, and anti-diarrheal medicine are all good to have on hand. Don't forget about any prescription medication, too. It's a good idea to keep a small supply in your first aid kit in case you aren't able to access a pharmacy. You might also want to include a first aid manual. Even if you're well-versed in basic first aid in a stressful situation, it can be easy to forget important steps. A manual can serve as a quick and valuable reference. Why is all of this important? Well, in an emergency, you may not have immediate access to professional medical help. Even a minor injury can become serious if not treated properly and promptly. A well-stocked first aid kit can make a significant difference, allowing you to manage the situation until help arrives. Remember, a first aid kit isn't just about treating physical wounds. It's about providing reassurance in a crisis, knowing that you're prepared to handle whatever comes your way. A solid first aid kit is a non-negotiable when it comes to emergency preparedness. So take the time to put one together and make sure it's easily accessible. You never know when you might need it. Next on the list are two items that can keep you informed and safe: a radio and a flashlight. Picture this: you're in the midst of a power outage with no cell service and the sun has just set. What do you reach for? The answer is simple: a battery or crank-powered radio and a reliable flashlight. Let's start with the radio. In an era of smartphones and digital media, you might think that a radio is outdated. But when the grid goes down, a battery or crank-powered radio becomes a lifeline. It's your connection to the outside world, providing you with crucial updates on weather conditions, emergency services, and public safety announcements. A crank-powered radio is particularly handy as it doesn't rely on batteries, making it a sustainable choice for long-term emergencies. Now, onto the flashlight. When the lights go out, navigating your surroundings can become a hazardous task. This is where a dependable flashlight comes in. It's not just about seeing in the dark, it's about safety and mobility. A good flashlight can help you avoid potential hazards, find your way to safety, or signal for help if necessary. And remember, not all flashlights are created equal. Look for one with a long battery life, a sturdy build, and a bright, far-reaching beam. Both a radio and a flashlight are compact, easy to use, and can make a significant difference in an emergency situation. They are as important as food and water in your survival kit. They keep you connected, informed, and safe when everything else is uncertain. So, while we might be living in an age of advanced technology, never underestimate the power of these simple tools. In the face of adversity, they can provide comfort, information, and a sense of control over your situation. A radio and flashlight are your lifelines in an emergency, ensuring you stay informed and able to see in the dark. The final item on the list is one that many people may overlook: a portable toilet. Now, you might be wondering, why would a portable toilet be considered a must-have in an emergency situation? Well, the answer is simple yet significant: sanitation. In the event of a disaster, standard facilities may not be available. The usual conveniences of modern living, such as running water and sewage systems, can become compromised or completely non-functional. In such situations, a portable toilet becomes an invaluable tool. It helps maintain hygiene and prevent the spread of diseases, which is crucial during emergencies. When you're dealing with the aftermath of a disaster, the last thing you need is an outbreak of illness due to poor sanitation. It might not be the most glamorous item on this list, but it is undeniably essential. Portable toilets come in various designs and sizes, but they all serve the same purpose: to provide a sanitary solution when standard facilities are unavailable. Some are compact and lightweight, making them easy to transport and store. Others are more robust, offering more comfort and capacity for long-term use. Regardless of the design, they all provide a way to manage waste efficiently and hygienically. Moreover, they can also be used in a variety of scenarios, not just emergencies. Think camping trips, outdoor events, or even long road trips. A portable toilet can be a game changer in these situations, providing convenience and peace of mind. But perhaps the most compelling reason to include a portable toilet in your emergency plan is the dignity it provides. In times of crisis, when life has been turned upside down, having access to basic necessities like a private and clean toilet can make a world of difference. So don't underestimate the importance of a portable toilet. It might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think of emergency preparedness, but it's a crucial part of any emergency plan. By including it in your stockpile, you're taking a significant step towards ensuring your health, safety, and dignity during challenging times. A portable toilet may not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think of emergency preparedness, but it's a crucial part of any emergency plan. So there you have it, the 5 items the Red Cross says you should have stockpiled for an emergency. We've covered the essentials: water, the source of life, and a basic need for hydration and sanitation. The first aid kit, your immediate response to injuries and health crises. The radio, your lifeline to the outside world for vital updates and information. The flashlight, to guide your way in the darkest of times. And the portable toilet, a practical solution for maintaining hygiene and comfort in challenging situations. Imagine the potential consequences of not having these items ready during an emergency. Dehydration, untreated injuries, isolation, loss of direction, and compromised hygiene are all serious risks we can avoid by being prepared. Remember, when it comes to emergency preparedness, it's better to be safe than sorry. Start stockpiling these items today, and you'll be ready for whatever comes your way.